What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Ben Valiant, back with another episode of the Sports Pod today. And the Mets have won 10 out of 14 games. Here we go. We've won or split the last 4 series. Francisco Lindor is red hot. JD Martinez is an incredible hitter. Alvarez and Diaz are both back. I'll get into all of it on the other side of the intro. Hit it. Oh my God.
That ball is out of here! Out of here!
All right, getting into the episode. The Mets, we might not be done yet. Grimace might have saved this season. I can't believe I'm saying that. After that month of May, it was the May swoon instead of the June swoon. I put it out there today. I said May swoon or June swoon. eh. June make everybody believe again to rip their hearts out in July. Check. That's what's gonna happen. We're not a good team by like any stretch of the imagination. We're honestly like bad, but I'm just riding with it. I'm having fun. This is a fun stretch. Winning is fun. And after the Knicks season, that was brutal to just come into the Mets and have that start immediately. That was terrible. The bullpen implosions, everything. Pete Alonso, he's still terrible. Jeff McNeil's temper tantrums still happening today, but at least we're winning. Winning cures everything. Like I was saying, with Lindor, dude, he is red hot right now, or should I say white hot? And he was fired up today after making that sick diving play, stop it short, and then tossing it to McNeil at second. He's a Gold Glove caliber shortstop and a perennial one at that. His defense is always there. It's just whether he can hit or not. That is the only question, and that has been the only question ever since he came to New York. His defense is always tremendous. He is always a top 5 defensive shortstop in the league. There's no question about that. But can he get the bat going before it's too late? Because he does that every year too. But usually it's too late. And is it too late right now for the Mets to climb back in it? We're only 3 games out of the third wild card, but there are 8 teams in front of us. And I honestly think it'll be better to lose this season, better to sell off at the deadline. Yeah, I want to go to the playoffs, but I also want to have perennial success and not short-term success. I'll enjoy it if we go this year, but if it leads to 10 more years of misery, nah. Sell at the deadline and collect prospects, just bolster that farm system, and we're good to go. That should be the plan. If I'm David Stearns and I'm in his shoes right now, that's where I'm going. I'm selling at the deadline. Severino's been good for us. I might not sell him or trade him because I do want to retain him for next year because he looks like he could be a second or third arm, which would be good for us if we can get an actual ace. Senga's not an ace. Sevy's not an ace. Manaya's not an ace. Christian Scott might be an ace if he can avoid that one inning where everything goes wrong, which is what has happened uh, in almost all of his starts. So, yeah, the Mets are on a roll right now. 10 out of 14 wins. We're cooking. I mean, JD Martinez, what a pickup. What a pickup. David Stearns waited till it was too late, probably. Probably waited too long to pull the trigger. But when he did, it's proving to be a great idea by the brilliant baseball mind in David Stearns. That's what he is. He is a tremendous baseball mind. So I want to sell at the deadline, but whatever David Stearns wants to do, I'm willing to trust him. That's where I'm at right now. I know this year is pretty much a wash. It's an evaluation year. So we might not sell, we should sell. I have no idea what they're thinking to do at the deadline. But I'm just enjoying this. Francisco Alvarez is back. He's gonna take like a week or two to get his timing back, get everything right again. But when he gets back on, I think he was on base at least once today. Let me check that real quick. Alvarez in the 7th hole today. 1 for 4 with a strikeout. But I'm not worried about it. I know he's gonna get it going. And like I pointed to the moment where he got hurt, and that's when our season started to fall apart. He comes back and automatically we start winning. I don't know. Have we lost with him back yet? Maybe one game, maybe his first game back. But he's been big for us, and that might be where I point to when we're for our season turnaround, because he has been awesome for us in the past. He brings the swagger, the vibe, the energy. He is a good clubhouse guy, and he's also a good on-field player. He's our catcher of the future. I hope it. I hope so. I hope he's our generation's Gary Carter in a sense, and better than Gary Carter. Hope he's a captain. I think he can be. And I love Alvy. I think we should sign him after this year, but not if it would take us out on who are on the top free agents, whether it's like Robbie Ray, Juan Soto, or Juan Soto Photo. Honestly, Alex Verdugo, he's on a heater. And he's been on a heater the whole year. Pete Alonso, I honestly don't really want Pete back. He has not performed. I don't remember the last time he's hit a home run, and that's his main thing. So if he's not hitting home runs, he's honestly pretty pointless to us. He's pretty useless. He's just not that good if he's not hitting bombs. But McNeil needs to be gone. If somebody will take his contract, we're going to have to pay for him to go away. Marte, honestly, might be gone. He's just getting old. Father Time is undefeated, and I think it's Marte's turn because he can't run in the outfield anymore. Yeah, his bat's been very good for us, but we can't have that much of a defensive liability. Marte, let's see, how many years does he have? So he's a free agent after next year. So if we could trade him this deadline, I wouldn't mind it. But if we can't, I kind of want to move him to first next year. I think that would help us if we lose Pete Alonso. There's something else I've thought about trying. Claiming Jose Abreu off waivers. Just got DFA'd or released, actually, by the Astros. We could get him for free, and he would be a nice little first baseman for us. Give Pete a couple days off, because I feel like he hasn't had a day off in a long time either. The last one is probably when he got hurt against the Dodgers. It was either the Braves or the Dodgers, which was a couple weeks ago. That was when we hit rock bottom, and now we're climbing out. Still 7 or 8 games under 500, but we're finding ways to win instead of finding ways to lose, which that's what it comes down to, the will to win. Oh wait, we're only 5 games under 500 now. Wow, I thought we were more than that. 32 and 37 right now. Here we go. I told you guys in 2 episodes ago. I said this June we have to face. At the time I said it, we're playing 2 teams that were 500 or better. The Padres were one of them, and we've taken the first 2 from them. The other one is the Yankees. And if we get swept by them, I really could not care less. The Yankees are very good. And this is the first time I'm saying a Yankee team. I'm agreeing with the Yankee team. So they have the most wins in baseball. I can't really argue with them. They're fun to watch. It's all right. They're good. The Mets, getting back to them though, They're 5 games under 500. They're 2 games out of a wild card spot now, but they're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th worst team in the MLB. Rob Manfred, how many teams are you letting in the playoffs again? That's crazy. We're 7th worst in the league, but we all and we're 2 games out, but we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're the 7th team back. So there are 6 teams in front of us for the wild card. There are only 2 teams behind us in the National League, and that's the Rockies and the abysmal Miami Marlins, who we barely beat. Yeah, that's not good. We need to be better. We're not good. We aren't. And like what I was saying, this hot streak is fun and everything, but we can't we can't go like all in this year and set us up for bad success, like bad seasons in the future. I trust David Stearns, but what my main worry is Steve Cohen thinking this is a playoff caliber team, and he's still young in his owning team's career. So he might tell David Stearns to go all in, and he's the top of the food chain. He is the big boss. David Stearns has to listen to whatever he says, or he's going to get fired. So David Stearns will go all in. Maybe he'll try to be like more conservative and not go all the way in. But if they're going all in, they're probably going to have to part ways with a couple prospects, like a Drew Gilbert or a Jet Williams, maybe. That's not ideal. We shouldn't be giving up either of those in a trade this offseason. Brett Beatty, the quadruple A player, he's hitting .519 in Syracuse right now. He had 3 hits last night. I don't know what to do with Beatty because Vientos is turning into that guy for the Mets. It's him and JD Martinez. Whenever we need a big hit, JD or Vientos is up and they get it. His defense honestly isn't that bad. It's serviceable. It's not the best, but we can get by with it. And yeah, I think it's too early to call off the season, and I think we're definitely in this. But I also think if we go all in and try to win and try to get a wild card spot and make a deep run this year, it's not going to work. We need to sell and set us up for long-term success. And that's what I think. I had one more thing to say. And if we do sell at the deadline, then I think we're going to be in a better position moving forward and creating that perennial winner. All right, I'm your host, Ben Bally, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in my description. And that's going to do it for the Sports Pod.